Good morning, ladies. We are live for our Wednesday training. I am very excited to be here. I'm very happy to be with you. My name is Charlotte, for those of you who don't know me yet, and I'm going to be the trainer today, like pretty much every Wednesday. So I'm very excited about today's training because I'm going to reveal my 3 secrets of how I got 20 plus discovery call in less than 3 weeks. So I hope you are ready and I hope you have your book and notes ready as well to take some notes. So the goals of today's training very simple. I'm gonna explain to you how to set you up for success to get as many discovery call as you can, where to reach out and find your audience. Number three, we're gonna talk about how to reach out to people, the manner you do things. So let's be honest, let's talk about the challenges today. The number one challenges is the mindset. We have limited belief and it's very hard for us to think that we're going to attract discovery call as simple as it can be. So that's one, limited belief and mindset. We're closing opportunity because of the way we think, because of our thought. So that's the number one. Number two, we most of the time target the wrong audience. And so that's why we don't close any discovery calls. That's very important. You have to talk to the right audience. When that is met, you can get even more. Number three, you don't put the right message out there, which doesn't allow you to make it clear what you're really looking for. And so nobody wants to get into a free call with you because you're not clear enough with what you're saying, with your message. Number four, you don't have a system that helps you follow up and give people access to the wonderful thing that you're doing. And discovery call, my friend, is something wonderful. It's something where you can serve people for free. So it's supposed to be a wonderful service. And so people don't have to be scared of that. But that's also, again, inside your mind. You have to get rid of that. You are the expert. You are the one who's serving. And by having the right system in place, you will be able to get more. And the last thing, the last challenge is most of the time when we are looking to get something from other, we look needy. And that's a big problem. You don't want to look needy. Again, you are the one in charge here. You are the expert who's giving the expertise. You're not needy. And by giving your audience that feeling of neediness, you just throwing away a lot of opportunities to talk to them. Hi, Tonya. I'm so happy to have you here. Right on time. I'm very thankful and grateful that you're here. Don't hesitate to ask any question along the way. If you have any comment, do it. Let's keep moving forward. So we talk about the challenge. So now I want to talk about the setup. How you bring everything, what you do before you ask for a discovery call or you offer for a discovery call, right? What do you have to have before you even ask, before you even offer your discovery call? Offer is a better word because you don't ask for a discovery call, you offer a discovery call, right? You're the expert, you're the one who's serving people. Very big difference to make. Anyway, the setup. The number one, it's all about your solution, your offer, your service. You need to be specific enough to catch out the right target market. Your solution, what you offer, the service, why people would go into a discovery call with you. What do you have to offer them? You have to be clear about that. Because you can be the best coach, consultant, or course creator, teacher ever. If you're not clear with your message, chances are that no one would want your amazing service because they don't know what you do. So the number one, your solution, offer, service need to be specific, need to be clear. You need to it's like trying to seduce someone. So you have to give them something that they want. And if you're not sure about what it is, post it in the comment below and I will give you a feedback if I understand what exactly you offer as a service. Number two, Super important, your target market. I know we talk a lot here about narrowing down your target market. It's a true story. If you miss that step, my friend, if you miss it, if you miss that step, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna reach out the right people and they won't understand what you're saying. Not talking to the right target market, not climbing the right mountain can cost you your business big time. You're gonna waste time, you're gonna waste energy, and you're gonna waste money. So be clear on your target market. The last thing, you have to have a link to schedule a call. That's part of the system. If you have a link, it will be way faster and you won't spend times and times with headache trying to figure things out. So your solution matters a lot, your target market matters a lot, and the system in place matters a lot as well, because you don't want to waste time and you want to be fast, right? The number two, a big part of what I want to talk today is the pathway. Where can you find your target market? So in order to do that, you have to be clear on who is your audience, who is your ideal client. We talked about that before. So now I want you to tell me, where do you find your target market online? Do you find them easily online? And where is that? Is it on Facebook? Is it on LinkedIn? Maybe it's on social media. I'm going to give you two other things where you can look for your ideal clients. Meetups. You know, there is a website and a big software application where you can reach out to people with specific needs. And that's awesome, because when you know your target market, it's super easy to go into that type of website like Meetup and go into the people who are interested in what you have to offer. Meetup, my friend, big hit to get in front of the people you can serve. Number two, professional and private networks. Sometimes you have to pay for it, sometimes you don't have to pay for it. But for example, as a mom, there is an awesome network of mamas named Hey Mama, where you have a lot of professional working mom. I just put a message out there and I got, I guess, 10 discovery calls from there. So look for specific private networks that exactly target your target market, your audience. And just post something that is very seducing. Talking about that, let's talk about how you reach out to people. Number one, your message matters. You have to talk the same language as your target market. That is so freaking important. You have to use their word. You have to be casual. You have to really go inside their mind and offer them something that is a no-brainer. For example, for my program, my Zero to Launch program, I went out there, whether it was on Facebook or on the private network, and I say, hey, I am looking for 5 awesome new coaches who are looking for launching their first profitable program. Do you know someone that could benefit from it? No more information than that. No more information than that. But it's specific. It's calling one specific target market. And I'm telling you what I'm doing here. Right? The magic happens after. So once you have emulsion, once you see that people are interested in that tiny little message that you posted on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you post that, wherever is your audience, you will see that people are interested. The first thing that you have to do is follow up with them and have kind of a little things to do about what it is that you offer. Like a little layout, bullet points about, okay, it's an 8-week program. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. This is the reason why I do that. If you're interested to learn more about it, we should then book a call, right? You're giving them into the feedback on a private message, more details about what it is that you do, about your service. Because it is for you a way to qualify them, to qualify your client, and make sure that on a discovery call, you don't waste your time with people who are not qualified, right? So message, public message everywhere you need to, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Meetup, professional and private networks, wherever is your audience. Number two, for everyone who's interested in what you have to offer, a follow-up message, nice to meet you, you build rapport, right? But you're also here because they've been asking for more information, so you're going to give them more information, right? You're not going to reveal the whole thing, but you're going to give them something that make them want to book that discovery call. Very important. And if you're good enough and if you're exactly targeting the right people, they will book a call very easily. If your solution is right here to help them solve that big problem, they will book a call. Another thing that I want you to know, and it is the third part of how you reach out to people, is the follow-up number two. Some people will request information. So you will go into a messenger, private message, or an email, and you will give them more detail about what you're doing. Some of them won't even reply. It is your job to follow up with them, because the magic happens during the follow-up. And so don't miss an opportunity, because your rates are going to increase tremendously. Some people just forgot that you sent them an email or a message talking about what they wanted a few days ago. So it is your job to follow up. Hey, do you have any question on the program? If you think you are a great fit, maybe we should book a call, right? Very casual, very friendly, very everything, but you need to follow up, and that is your job. Doesn't need to take a lot of time at all. And you'll see even on Messenger, you have some, you have the cross, so the people, it's plain, so you know that they've received it, and sometimes it's just, they haven't even received it, it's just stuck into their request stuff. So in that case, go back to your post and say, hey, have you received the information that you were looking for a while ago? And chances are, because they're going to get notified in any way on Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever, they will reply to you, oh no, I haven't. Okay, you should check your inbox, your request message. And so that you keep going with the conversation. And I'm not saying that everyone will convert and you will book 100% of the call and of the message that you send, but it's going to help it's going to increase your success. So I'm going to go and see if you have any question. Is there any way, so Tonya is asking, is there any way to qualify people beforehand? Yes, there is a lot of ways. So by saying what is your program, so let's say you have a program that is a paying program. Let them know that it's going to be, something, it's a service they're going to pay. So they know what to expect if they book you. They know that it's a sell call. You can also do something that I do with more of my one-on-one client when it's not inside a program that I'm selling. I have them go through a questionnaire beforehand. And I ask question, how committed are you? And I can give you access to that if you want to. I'll definitely give you access to my questionnaire so you can have an idea, but how committed are you? I'm asking a lot of questions about where they are in their business, and I'm also asking questions about how much they are willing to invest in themselves to, resolve the problem that they have right now. So in that way, I'm ensuring that I'm having people into my call that are already qualified. I also ask a question that is very important, I feel, and it's a big objection that I've heard during my discovery calls. I need to talk to my spouse about that investment, which is completely normal. When it's a big investment, you need to talk to your spouse and see if everything is all right. But one of the questions that I like to ask before my discovery call, or right before I can even send an email, is saying, hey, are you the one who's making the decision? If you're not, maybe you can come with your partners or your business partners, and we can talk about that, and we can move forward faster and resolve the problem faster. So that's one way of saying that. So I hope that answer your question about qualifying people beforehand. Also something, you're going to feel it in your gut. If it's right or if it's wrong, and most of the time you have to trust your intuition because it's good intuition, right? Some people are just here to get free stuff and to get free, session, and that's okay. They're not your qualified people, and you're right. And sometimes you can feel that beforehand. But one way to make sure, pretty much 100% sure that they're qualified, it's by doing a questionnaire before, giving them information about what the call is going to be, and having them answer a few questions so that you know what you're going to be in front of, right? Also, Tonya is saying, someone told me to run ads on Facebook with a landing page targeting my market to get customer discovery call that way as well. But I don't know how I feel about that. Well, Tonya, it depends on where you are in your business. Ads are wonderful to get in front of more people. If your target market, if you're crystal clear with your target market and you know that your message is working, yes, go with ads and expand that, grow your email list, grow your reach online, yes. But if you just get started, a good way to gain confidence and to see what target markets works very well with what you have to offer is to start organically with groups on Facebook, with LinkedIn, depending on where your target market is. So yes, having a ad and a Facebook book and a Facebook doing ads on Facebook with a landing page targeting your market is a great idea if you're a little bit more advanced. But if you're still in the process of testing your ideas and see what's working and still adjusting your target market, I don't want you to spend a lot of money to just realize that you're not targeting the right person. You can, but you have to be fast. You have to test and learn and adjust fast, so you don't waste a lot of time and a lot of money doing that. If you're unsure, my recommendation is to start organically to see where you are at. Does it answer your question, Tonya? So I hope it does. I'm gonna keep moving forward, you guys. I just want to do a nice summary. So to just recap what we just said, there is 3 important things that you have to do when you want to get more discovery call. Number 1, you have to set up nicely your offer, your solution, your service. You have to be crystal clear and specific. You have to be seducing with what you have to offer. That's another topic, but you have to make sure that there is a problem, a need that you can solve in your market, in your marketplace. Number 2, your target market, very important. Be specific. It's supposed to be large enough, but specific enough so people understand what you're saying and what you're offering. You have to have a link for your calls as well. The biggest other things is where to find your target market. Do a little market research and know exactly where to find them. It's on Facebook, great. What groups? Where do they hang out? Another way to find out, it's, as I said, on Meetup and also on professional and private networks. There are a ton up there. I know one that is very, very big for women. It's Elevate. So maybe as well you can, just hang there and see. And the cool thing is most of the time they have a free month of, membership. So you can try and see if it's working for you and if you are targeting the right people and if you're having any result out of that. And the number 3 thing that I want you to think about is your reach out. Your little post, how it is it working, is it not working, what it's not working, right? And then the follow-up, don't miss anyone. The magic happen in the follow-up. All right, as much as it is very important for you to land more discovery call, I want you to know that it's just a small part of a very powerful and successful strategy when you want to launch a new program or when you want to expand, your clientele. It's just one little part. As I said, you have to set up the right foundation with the business model that you're using, the target market that you're targeting, right? And the idea that you have, your service. From there, you start to build. So you start to build an offer that is so seducing for your target market that is just a no-brainer for them, and they will say yes to the discovery call, to what you have to sell. That's the number 2. Then you also have to build your reputation online. If you're super new, even if you're not new, it's very important to nurture the relationship that you have. And one thing that I'm always asking for people to focus is groups on Facebook. They're wonderful, and also your email list. You want to grow that so that whenever you're ready to sell a new course, to sell a new product, to sell whatever it is, you have a list and a group of people that are qualified and then can be marketed and definitely with what you have to offer. And the last part, it's the launch. How you reach out to people, how you grow your list, how you grow your group, and how you convert those discovery calls into real sales. I will probably do a training about that because I think that's something that is very valuable, and a lot of people are actually asking questions about that. So I will probably do a training on that. The last part is also how you multiply, right? And how you create passive income from everything that you produce every day. So as I said, converting more discovery call is just a small part of a successful strategy. If you have any question about that, please feel free to reach out to me. I will love to map it out for you and see what is your next steps in your successful strategy so you can get more of what you want and get to the result that you want. I'm just gonna check the last comment before I leave. Tonya, it was very nice to be with you this morning. Thank you very much. Don't hesitate to ask any more questions that you might have in the future. I'm here for you. I'm here to share what I know, so don't hesitate. Having said that, I'm wishing you a beautiful Wednesday, my friend, and a great rest of the week. Thank you so much for watching.